Hello, trainers and tech issues. My name is TBSkine, and this is not where we left off in the last Pokemon video. In fact, this is a very different place than where we left off. I'm back in whatever the hell this town is called. And, well, take a look at my team. You'll see some differences from what you remember. That's because we are, at this point, about 3.5 hours further ahead in the game than we were when we left off. And the reason why we're that far ahead is because of some tech issues. See, the volume of my Switch recording here had been really, really loud, and I couldn't figure out why, because I kept turning the volume down lower and lower and lower, and yet it remained loud. And so I messed with some settings, and I got a setting that I thought, okay, now it's finally not loud anymore, so it's fine now. And I listened to it for a bit, and it sounded okay. And so I recorded about 3 hours of footage, Motostoke, that's what it's called, with those settings. And then I took a listen back to them when I was about to upload it. And it turns out that it sounded quieter, yes, but it also had a horrible, horrible, horrible echo effect deep in the audio that got worse and worse and worse and worse the longer the recording went on. And the reason for this is a setting that I didn't know had changed. I don't know why I changed it at some point, maybe some testing for something, where basically the OBS that I'm recording on recorded all of the audio coming out of my Switch twice at slightly different timings. And so these videos that started out sounding perfectly okay when I took a little test listen to them eventually devolved into an absolute inhuman cacophony of just noise. So that's 3.5 hours of gameplay footage just gone out the window. I believe you're going to be losing my gym challenge with Nessa, who I beat after a relatively hard-fought battle, actually. It was kind of exciting. You're going to be missing my first encounter with this policeman, where I broke down almost in tears laughing because of some reasons that you'll never know about, specifically some dialogue that he had, and also a thing about his character design, and the fact that I was playing the game at 5 a.m. There's a lot of good moments, a lot of things in there that I'm really just fucking gutted. Like, I'm pissed. I'm really, really not happy about it. I'm rather upset. But there's nothing we can do about it, because those files are gone. Like, that audio was hard-coded. There's absolutely no way to fix or recover any of it. So the only thing to do is to cut our losses and move on. So we've dealt with Nessa. I've taken a little round trip around parts of the Galar region, trained my Pokemon up a good bit, changed out some of the members of my party, evolved a few people, and now we're back in Motostoke, where we're about to take on the Fire Gym. And by the way, I've been exploring the wild area a bit more. It's fucking huge! Like, it's absolutely enormous, really. And I really wish the entire game was just a big wild area, like, or maybe a few wild areas, but with some routes connecting them, something like that. Because those wild areas are lovely to explore. They really, really are. They feel very open and expansive and free. It kind of has that Breath of the Wild feeling that I really hope, I'm desperately hoping that this is the test case for the next generation when they'll go even harder on that concept, because it works so well. But anyway, Fire Gym. First, we have to go and sleep in a hotel, because as you can see, it has become nighttime. And that's what we'll do. I'm tempted to go to the wild area to check and see if if the Pokemon that are there are different, but it's not going to be nighttime in the wild area, so not really worth it. Oh, hello, Marnie. Challenge is kind, right? Out giving it your all, even this late, huh? Hey, help with something for a sec. I want to see if I'm ready for the next leg of the gym challenge. All right. Wicked! Got some fight in you, huh? And there's Team Yell. feel awful if I lose, but there's no way I'm gonna. So, Krogunk, that's poison fighting, I believe, which means a bit of bird power should do the trick. I don't think Venoshock can actually cause poison, can it? No, it only gets extra power from an opponent already being poisoned. I do love that that she's got her cheerleaders there on the side during the whole fight. That must be kind of distressing and annoying for a young girl to have people just following her around with, like, artwork and shit. More Peko. That's that new one they introduced, right? That's Electric Dark? Is that what it is? Well, I might have just the thing to deal with that. Or maybe not just the thing, but I want to show it off anyway. This is what my little toxic baby eventually evolved into. Toxtricity. Which is a punk Pokemon, basically. And I'm very, very fond of it. I think this move expresses my feelings. What do you think? I'm vaguely trying to do a little bit of accent, but not too much. Let's see if Spark works on it when it's in its dark form. Oh, stop. Don't flinch again. Thank you. Not very effective. That Pokemon is weird, changing forms all the time like that. I also had a lot of stuff that I talked about in those videos, like about analyzing the game and talking about some of the design principles, and like I spent quite a bit of time actually talking about some of the animation on display in the games and why it is higher fidelity than it seems. Do you not have a different move than Bite, you little shit? That Morpeko is a fucking handful with that Bite attack. Oh, fuck off with the flinching! Anyway, that's my son. I love him very much, and I'm gonna keep him in my party forever. Down you go. Scraggy, huh?
Roopy roo! Scraggy?
I don't have anything with Psychic, do I? No, none whatsoever. Fine, flying it is then. But yeah, I talked rather extensively about some of the animation in this game. It'd be no fun if things ended just yet. That's why we aren't giving up. Where one of the reasons why, like, look at this idle animation in combat, right? Two trainers just kind of standing, vaguely doing nothing. Two Pokemon just kind of facing each other, vaguely doing nothing. And when you look at that, there's literally no reason to think that any amount of animation work has gone into anything that's happening here. Like, there's no reason to think that there's been any upgrade in quality of any kind to anything. And from that perspective, I completely understand why people are like, well, Game Freak said they were cutting the National Dex to increase the quality of the animations. Clearly, they must have lied, because this looks every bit as static and unmoving as it always has. But the thing about that is, the reason why this shit looks so static and unmoving is because that's the Pokemon aesthetic. Like, this is what Pokemon has looked like since day one. The moment it transferred into 3D, they decided to hold on to the aesthetic of the 2D games, which is static sprite versus static sprite, trainers facing each other, absolutely fuck all moving whatsoever. This is the aesthetic of Pokemon games, and that's like, and the thing that I lay the blame for this shit squarely at Game Freak's feet, but not because they're like lazy or they don't do a lot of animation work, because they do. There's a ton of animation work on display here, and in all of the Pokemon game, Sword and Shield especially, with like a lot of the trainer animations, with a lot of the dialogue animations between characters. Like, there's a hell of a lot of work that's gone into that, but Game Freak's aesthetic decisions about the Pokemon games, the aesthetic decisions about how to apply animation, are so rooted, so fucking scared of making any kind of change to what Pokemon is and what Pokemon looks like. You beat me. Guess you must not be too bad after all, eh? It's like, and I talked about this extensively in the other videos, which is why I'm so pissed to have lost them. But like, my analysis of this isn't that the animation is especially low quality, but that the animation is exceptionally low energy. Because like, when I look at trainer intros, for example, like the intros when the trainer is throwing their Pokeballs, when I look at idle animations, like when I really look at what's going on with them, when I look at stuff like walk cycles, or the way that the character handles the bike when you're riding around, or the way that like they animate the hair on Marnie right there, for example, like there's a lot of work that's gone into all of that, but all of the work has been directed towards replicating the Pokemon animation aesthetic, which is really static and flat and frankly extremely boring. And like, the thing is, like, when Game Freak go out and say, we cut the national decks, we're going to put some of those resources towards improving the quality of the animations, they're not lying, in the sense that the quality of the animation has gone up. Like, there's more, I can see more bones, I can see more movable parts on all the character models, I can see better rigging going on in these character models, I can see much more complex expressions being made in some of the subtle acting that happens in trainer intros and outros and stuff like that. But what every reasonable person who hears that would think Game Freak means is, oh, we're gonna get rid of the static, boring animation and give you cool, flashy, dynamic, exciting animation instead, which is not what they did. What they did instead was they put a whole lot of extra effort into making these static, boring, very low energy animations that they already have even more polished. And that's like, oh, for fuck's sake, Game Freak, why are you so fucking bad at communication? Like, holy shit. Kabu's leak card is supposed to help against him, but ended up with a few copies, so I'll give you one. Don't look so chuffed, it's no big deal. Did I look chuffed? I don't think my character can really change his expression that much. Check this too, a little something for our battle yesterday. This is why I shouldn't do accents, I have no idea how to keep them consistent. Right, it's just, let me skip past that. Because, and this, I'm so pissed I missed it, because I encountered a bunch of NPCs in those other videos, and I really tried to take a close look at their animation when it comes to their battle introduction scenes, like the way they command their Pokemon to fight and stuff like that, where there's a whole lot of good work being done, but like no casual viewer is ever gonna notice, because it takes a weirdo moron like me to sit there and really, ooh, I really want to look very carefully at this one trainer animation as they introduce themselves into the battle. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna spend my time on. Most people aren't gonna do that. And for Game Freak to fail so hard at communication it's ridiculous. And it's entirely a grave that they've dug for themselves. Like, their communication is terrible. Their company philosophy is hyper-conservative for no good reason. And the end result is that nobody understands what it is they're trying to fucking say. And even when they do understand what they're trying to fucking say, it doesn't really matter, because, like, nobody, like, they communicate so wrongly. Yes, they improved the quality of the animations. All of the animations in the game that I've seen so far look better than they ever did on 3DS, but they didn't change. They just got higher fidelity, like they just got upgraded to look a little better. as the boring-ass shit that they already were. It's like, look at this, for example. Look at the bicycling animation. Nothing about this looks especially spectacular, does it? Like, this is a very boring little animation in a lot of ways, but look at some of the detail in the way that the character handles the bike. Look at how they subtly lean to one side when they're turning the bike in one direction. Look at how, like, the way that, like, the legs pump around, and the smoothness with which the steering wheel changes. Like, that's some really complex animation rigging that's going on there. That took a lot of work, but none of that work is really visible because the result is boring. Like, the result is not exceptional. It's just perfectly competent and well done and just kind of there, but nobody looks at that and goes, wow, look at that bicycling riding animation. No. Even though, like, when you move this character, when you move a character on the bike, it's so smooth. Like, this movement feels so good. It feels so smooth and natural because the animation is supporting it. But that's not visible to most people. This is just what most people expect animation should be. And they don't think about the work that goes into it. Which is why Game Freak gets saddled with being, oh, they're so lazy, they didn't do anything, like, they didn't add anything new and big and flashy. We didn't get anything in return for the National Dex, except you did. You got tons of things. It's just that Game Freak is absolutely ass-garbage terrible at showcasing it. And their aesthetic decisions are bafflingly conservative and bad. And this is the point I made in my the National Dex was a bad idea video, is that Pokemon functionally has been stuck in 1996 for 23 years. And that's not just in the combat system that has never really changed, or in the attempt to keep the National Dex with all the original Pokemon alive in so many games before this one, but also in the aesthetic, also in the visual style of the games. And not just like, this is obviously, a game like this looks nothing like the original in 1996, but its design philosophy remains the same, like this fucking character right here, whose only function is just to stand there and do nothing. And look at her idle pose, look at her idle animation. You could make fidgets, you could make all kinds of little things to give this character more personality as they occupy this one spot. And you can share those fidgets. Like, you don't need to make bespoke animation for every character. You could make a few little fidget animations here and there. But the reason they don't isn't because they're lazy, it's because this is the Pokemon aesthetic. Characters standing around looking like that, behaving like that. Random characters, like, walking back and forth for no good reason. Like, this is the Pokemon aesthetic. This is what Pokemon games are supposed to look like in Game Freak's book. And that's the problem. It's their general aesthetic approach to the game. I've been talking about this for way too long, but this is on my mind, and I've lost all that long-ass discussion I had about it previously. It's the Game Freak aesthetic. Like, again, this too. These idle animations. This is not laziness. This is the aesthetic of Pokemon. And I wish people would engage with the interesting criticism, which is, hey, hang on, maybe Pokemon's broader visual aesthetic actually has a hell of a lot of problems and a hell of a lot of over-conservative design decisions that keep it stuck in past eras, rather than, oh, Game Freak lazy, blah. Which is such a useless criticism. Anyway, slow-moving orange Skyne. I've already gone and earned my fire badge. That man of fire Kabu is just what you'd expect. Nearly got burnt in my battle with him. Even with my strongest team, it was definitely touch and go, but I still won in the end. Get a shift on, Skyne. I bet you could beat the man of fire, too. Yeah, I bet I could, because I have a water starter. Actually, this reminds me, I wanted to check if I can put on the gym uniform outside of the gym challenge. But I haven't found a way to be able to do that yet, and I think maybe I need to go to a clothes store to do it, which is a little weird. I think there's one down here. Oh, I see. Okay. So they're... Or I can wear it as a water uniform. There we go. Okay. So that's how you would do it. If you wanted to wear it all the time. I see. No, leave without changing, please. Cool. By the way, do you guys have any new items? Doesn't really look like it. Just the same old garbage. It annoys me that I can't wear a hat. But I do kind of want to get these douchey sunglasses. Holy shit, there's a lot of variety in sunglasses. That's actually kind of overwhelming. Plaid gloves? Okay. I guess that's a thing. No, that's a little bit too asshole even for me. Tempting, but no. We'll take this one. All right, well, on to the gym. Let's take on the Man of Fire. Sounds like a Metal Gear villain, doesn't it? Hiya, Sky. I was on fire in my battle against Kabu. Well, good for you. Let's go, then. Feel reasonably confident about this one. You may find the Fire Gym's mission a bit different than the others you faced. In you go. Indeed. Oh, that does look different. There's tall grass in here for some reason. Gym mission for the Fire Gym is this. Catching Pokémon to earn the most points. Earn 5 points to clear the gym mission. In case you were wondering, you'll earn 1 point for defeating a Pokémon in the tall grass. And 2 points for catching a Pokémon. But you won't be alone in this competition. Other trainers will be joining in your battles. Think about what your opponents might do, and try to take the best action to rack up points. Please tell me you give me Pokeballs to use for free. Okay, no, apparently not. Okay, fuck you. Why wouldn't you give me Pokemon to use for this? Fine. That's a level 25 Litwick, though, so... Well, I'll take the chance with my Leafeon. Yeah, it's gonna suck. Bet it's gonna break free. Yes, thank God. Nice. Let's see, what does Extrasensory do? Ooh, Psychic Attack. Yes, please. I will have that. I can always relearn Swift. The flame on its head keeps its body slightly warm. This Pokemon takes lost children by the hand to guide them to the spirit world. Why is it always killing children with these ghost Pokemon? Okay, let's switch someone into the first slot, though. I really shouldn't have Leafeon up there right now. Let's get Toxtricity, actually, because he's got Nuzzle, so he can do Paralysis. Oh, shit. The other trainer's gonna take it out. Oh, no, thank God. Okay, let's just throw a Great Ball at it right away. See if we get lucky. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Presumably there's going to be multiple rooms like this. Oh, no, I don't want to withdraw. This sucks a little bit because, like, kind of seems to me like you have to capture at least 2 of them, which means you have to use Pokeballs. Wait, why the fuck did it use Fake Out on me? Jerk. It's very unkind. So that trainer is just exclusively there to sabotage me. Oh, good. Thank you, dickhead. I should really just attack the Salandit, honestly. Let's see. Thank you. I'd be really pissed if the Pokemon in here were really hard to catch. It stores flammable gas in its body and uses it to generate heat. The yellow sections on its belly get particularly hot. I wonder what that evolves into. Clearing Grim Leader's Kappa mission like that? You're positively on fire. Next you'll be facing Kabu, the leader of the fire gym. On you go, challenger. Let's cure his burn. People in the chat on the first live stream I did of this mocked me when I bought burn heals. They mocked me. But who is laughing now, I say? Who's laughing now? It's me. I'm the one who's laughing. Because I'm the Joker, baby. Oh, that fucking video. Poor guy. Getting mocked. It's everywhere. Unusual that he enters from the same side? Is it? Can't remember, actually. I like his walk cycle. Like that little jog he's doing. That says so much about his character. Like that his basic mode of transportation is doing that little jog, and he's got that, like, that's towel around his neck. He's always training. He's always doing something. It says a lot about his attitude as a person, as a character. And again, that's not lazy. That's well animated. That's well observed to the character. Anyway, welcome. I am Kabu, the fire-type gym leader. The fact that you are here means you've bested both Milo's grass-type Pokémon and Nessa's water types, too. That is quite an accomplishment. Every trainer in Pokémon trains hard in pursuit of victory. But that means your opponent is also working hard to win. In the end, the match is decided by which side is able to unleash their true potential. Oh, that's good. Like the crowd noise. And Ninetales, huh? Let's start with Paralysis, just as it tries to start with Burn. Okay, he's got 3 Pokemon, and my experience so far is that he always Dynamaxes his last one. Or the enemy trainer always Dynamaxes their last Pokemon. Which is weird, because he starts with a frickin' Ninetales. But I guess it's gonna hold true. Arcanine, huh? Let me think for a sec. Let's play with fire. And hope he doesn't Dynamax it. Because Confuse Ray. Don't flinch. Thank you. Yes. Here's hoping. Because that might not work at all. Because it's always the case, isn't it, that enemy Pokemon never get baffled by confusion, but yours do. Oh, great. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, Vulpix here doesn't exactly do a ton of damage, does he? Okay, I want to save Aqua for his last Pokemon. Because that's clearly where I'm going to be needing it. So, for the moment, let's have Siggy out. Inflicting Confusion was good enough. Ah, damn it. Right. I think Siggy can go first. Yeah. Nice. Centiskorch. That would be the evolved version of... By the way, this guy has hella evolutions on his team. That would be the evolved version of that Centipede Pokemon, then. Let's see what it's like. Light that fire and get your mind moving, Kabu. There must still be a path to victory. Ooh.
Scary.
Fortunately, I have a way to deal with that.
There is some strategy to Dynamaxing, too, I've noticed. Or at least there was until I realized that the gym leaders will always Dynamax their last Pokemon. Burn bright, Centiskorch. Let Gigantamax change your size and form. But still, there's a little bit of strategy to it, because, like, you can obviously, like, Dynamax your Pokemon immediately. Oh boy, that's a Gigantamaxed version, huh? Special Gigantamax version. Because you can obviously Dynamax your Pokemon immediately, just right away, without any delay whatsoever. But and that'll make the early parts of the fight easier. But obviously, the smarter thing to do is to try and counter an opponent's Dynamax or Gigantamax Pokemon with your own. And yeah, like, Dynamaxing is obviously this game's gimmick. Like, it's the Mega Evolution or the set move or whatever. But the difference here is I really like great Pokemon and a great trainer. It's no surprise that you won. The difference is that in like previous generations, like with Mega Evolution and with set moves, there was no reason not to use them ever. Like, there was never any reason not to use them because they're just objectively more powerful things that you can do. Like, there was no reason ever to not use a set move. There was no reason ever not to use a Mega Evolution because you paid no consequence for doing it. There was no downside to it whatsoever. So it's sensible that the gimmick in this game is controlled in the sense that it can only appear in certain battles. Like, there's only certain battles where you can do it. You can't just fucking do it out in the middle of a field against some random Weedle in the grass. And I really like that. I prefer that. If you're gonna have a gimmick, it should be limited. I'm often regarded as the first real roadblock of the gym challenge, and yet, you defeated me. Clearly your talents surpassed my many years of experience. No, I just had type advantage. I still have much to learn. Now, know that you and your Pokemon will become a fantastic team. I'm glad I could battle you today. Let me give you a fire badge as proof that you've defeated me. Seriously, dude, like, just stop theming your gyms around only one type of Pokemon and you probably have less trouble with people like me. Thanks to the Dynamax phenomenon, our Pokemon battles have become part of the Galar region's culture. And it's the young trainers who are responsible for keeping that culture alive. Of course, I hope that instead of just keeping it alive, you also help it become something better. We adults will be the pillars for you to build on. I'm real snotty, I don't know why, just a sec. There we go. Skyen! I figured that if anyone could do it, you and your toxicity would be the ones. But still, that match had me right at the edge of my seat. Why? I was never in any danger of losing. Challenger Skyen! I say you've done a fine job collecting gym badges from the grass, fire, and water gyms. Please take this TM to commemorate what you've accomplished here today. Oh, Will-O-Wisp. Not a terrible move, but eh. And take one of our uniforms. It's the same design as Kabu himself wears. I think you've proven your skill well enough to try your hand at the gyms that await you starting in the city of Hammerlock. Head back down into the wild area surrounding the city and make your way to Hammerlock. With all the badges we've earned ourselves, I reckon we should be alright, even against the fierce Pokemon you find deep in the wild area. Let's go find out for ourselves. Well, are you so sure about that, Hop? Are you really? Because, like, in some of the lost footage, I went exploring in the wild area, and I ran into a level 50 Steelix. I'm not sure I can handle a level 50 Steelix right now. It was a really fucking funny moment, too. Sigh. Hurry up, Skyn! Huh? You're the gym leader, but you still came all the way to see us off? Oh, I bet you can already tell that I'm the one who will become the next champion, yeah? There are many trainers who never manage to gather 3 gym badges, and they just give up on the gym challenge altogether. So I make a point to see off any trainers who are able to defeat me. We made it. Thank goodness for flying taxis. Sky and Hop, congratulations. It's pretty amazing that you two defeated Kabu. Not a lot of gym challengers are able to get a gym badge from Kabu. We like to get together to see them off, as a way of showing our support. So, allow me to send you off with a proper sporty chant. Hustle, 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 Hop. You can do it, Sky. That's a lovely little character moment. The gym leaders you face ahead are all tough opponents, but I believe that you will prevail. Believe in your Pokémon and keep pushing on. Thanks, you all. We're gonna keep winning. We've got to if we want to face off in the Champion Cup, after all. Come on, Sky, let's head for Hammerlock. Oh, lovely weather. Hello again, Wild Area, my old friend. I've come back to you even stronger than before, because a vision softly creeping. Skyn, Hammerlock is up that way. Got it? Yep, I know. I've been there before when I was exploring the wild area. And yeah, you could certainly rush straight there without a single detour, but now that you and I have a few gym badges, you should be able to catch stronger Pokemon. So I know what I'm doing. I'll be catching myself some amazing Pokemon to fill the next page into a tale of my legend. Oh, don't waste your efforts. It's not like either of you would ever make it through the gym challenge anyway. The champion must really have been off his rocker to endorse the likes of you. I mean, it seems that Hop here can't even throw a Pokeball properly. Rubbish. More like you don't know enough to recognize greatness when you see it. My throws are the greatest, and my bro is the finest champion the world has ever seen. I'm not going to listen to you insulting him. How tiresome. Fine, I'll battle you over there. Maybe that will help you finally understand just how weak you are. You're on, then. I know you challenged Skyn to battle in Galar Mine 2, and you lost to him there. And I'm his greatest rival. In other words, there's no way you're beating me. Oh, this prattle about Skyn and the champion and whatnot. Do you not have anything of your own to show? Oh, I love what a dickhead Beat is. I'll show this Wally my real skills in battle. So see you later, Skyn. Let's meet up in Hammerlock when I'm through with him. LMAO. Anyway, I've been to Hammerlock already, but I couldn't get in because I needed the gym badge to get in for reasons. That fucking thing. Okay, let's see what level you are. $36. Okay, I can handle that, but I can't catch it. Which is the thing that I noticed when I came... Like, last time I came here, I had gym badges enough that I could catch Pokemon up to level 25, right? But all the big Pokemon that were walking around on the fields, they all just happened to be level 26. Just one level out of range of me being able to catch them. And this one is like, I can catch Pokemon up to level 35, but this one's it's just level 36. Just over. It's just a little bit too strong. Just can't catch it. And that seems to have been an intentional design decision by the Game Freak people to avoid you being able to capture Pokemon that were just... that didn't need any training at all. But it's also lame. Like, it's just kind of lame. Damn. Even with paralysis, like, my toxicity is really fucking slow. Oh, toxic. Oh, fuck yes, I want to learn toxic. Actually, let me check your ability. Boosts the power of sound-based moves. The Pokemon also takes half the damage from these kinds of moves. Because, like, 56 speed is not that bad. So how the hell are you slower than something that's has had its speed cut in half, honestly? So there's these ladies hanging around in various areas of the wild area. Various bits of the wild area. And they give you a dialogue thing that says, I'm crazy strong and loaded with money. Won't anyone take me on in a battle? And so far, I have been resistant to taking them on in a battle, because I figured that was probably dangerous. But this lady is in an area with Pokemon I can handle, so let's see. I'm crazy strong and flush with cash. Why won't anyone battle me? How about you? Dare you take me on? Let's see how crazy strong she is. Because the thing is, if she's too crazy strong, I lose half my money. Ah, not that crazy strong. I still love that Scorbunny becomes a fucking Naruto kid. Ah, damn it. Annoying. I didn't see what Pokemon she was about to send out, so I'm just sending out something and hoping for the best. Oh, Drissai. Oh, it's the other. Ah. So she has all of the starter evolutions. Okay, I see. Really should have sent out my Leafeon for that. Oh, well. Oof. Ow. That's the rainstorm doing it. I can't remember if amulet coins and luck incenses stack, but I'm eager to find out. And I'm also eager to find out what the evolved Grookey looks like. Let's go with a flying Pokemon for that. That's not bad. Gets a Mohawk, he becomes a bit of a punk. So we have an emo kid, a Naruto kid, and then a punk rock kid. Like, clearly a drummer in a punk band, for like some high school punk band in a garage. I hope you give me a ton of money, lady.
You must be pretty amazing to have beaten me. You're a regular wild area expert.
18,000. Nice.
Crazy strong, too. I'll teach you a good trick, then. There are heaps of items lying around the wild area that people have dropped. Go around picking them up and then selling them off, and you can be flush with cash, too. I'll work on getting even stronger yet, so come find me for another battle sometime.
Intriguing.
Well, for the moment, I'm just going to go back and recover. Rather than use potions and shit for it. I'm also going to change my hair. To something where I can wear a hat. Is that here? No. Where's the hairdresser? Is that back here then? Oh yeah, there it is. Barber.
The barber shop.
Change the hair, please. Let's see. No, absolutely not. I could do an undercut. Yeah, sure. Yeah, platinum blonde. Or just pure white, maybe? Yeah. Hopefully I can wear a hat with that. Let's see what you can do with makeup. Like, is that just literally makeup, or can you... Oh, you can mess with your eyebrows. And your eyebrow color, too. Bright pink or bright red. Oh, you can mess with your eye color, too. Oh, shit! Oh. Okay, so there's like relatively ordinary colors. And then there's I am coming for your soul. Which is definitely my kind of aesthetic. Oh, yes. I guess they're colored lenses.
I am Ghost Boy, the boy who is also a ghost.
A ghost. Ah, good. I am the creepy little boy now. I like that. Please tell me I can wear a hat now. Yes. Let's buy some caps or something. Let's see if we can find any cool hats. Nothing there I want. Oi. Ah, Jesus. Not seeing any glasses that appeal to me. And I think that's about all we have time for. A lot of ranting in this particular video, mostly brought on by my furious loss of 3.5 hours of Pokemon footage that wasn't supposed to go missing. So I think we'll save and cut it here. And if you'd like to support this channel, then liking, commenting, and subscribing, and maybe sharing these videos with people who you think might enjoy them are absolutely the best ways to do that. There's also Patreon, there's also tip jars and merchandise store and all the other stuff if you want to be even more direct than that. But if you don't, that is completely okay. And I'm just happy that you've been spending time in the world of Pokemon with me, even if you've been missing out on some really good bits that I'm still and always will be incredibly salty about not having anymore. But there's going to be more Pokemon in 2 days' time on this channel right here. And in the meantime, there'll be Final Fantasy VI or The Outer Worlds as well for you to watch if you are so inclined. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.